problem. I think it's my home line problem. All right. Sorry about that. So I'm back. Okay. So once again, hello all. All right. So my name is Chong Hau. I'm a networking graduate. As what Jason have shared, I actually graduate. I actually start studying IT since 13 years old because that's what I want to. I thought what I wanted to do for my whole life. Right. And a network marketer. I'm a Sapphire in MA. I'm a business and stock investor. So all right. So I do pre-IPO and post-IPO investments. And I like to share, before I start any speech, I like to share with others that always be ahead of what you need and always be optimistic. Because, you see, right now, coronavirus has impacted a lot of businesses and individuals, right? But if you look closely, a lot of people that have prepped before MCO, they have prepped their financial, they have prepped their business, they're not so much impacted, right? Like one of us are those that are lucky one. We are in CVI. CVI have shifted from offline to online within weeks of time. It's not even 1 month. So we are ready to switch. So always be ahead of what we need. Always be prepared and always be optimistic. All right, because regardless how bad the situation is or regardless how bad the market is, there's always someone that's profiting, right? So always be optimistic, look for opportunity and see something. So maybe the MCO is it's bad to happen in such case, but if you think deeply, it may be an opportunity for us to rethink how we can actually replan our financial for the future impacts, right? So before I start, this is a disclaimer: we are not financial educator, and the sharing that today is how me, my friends, and family creates our own wealth protection. That means we are not gurus, all right? We don't teach you things that to create money, all right? We are doing something exactly like what we are going to share tonight. And we are using all the products that we shared tonight to create our own wealth. This is what we do, okay? We are just sharing what we do. We don't market our speech, right? So this is a disclaimer. And then the first thing that we want to share, share with all of us is holding power, all right? Holding power is the most underrated aspect of investing in life. Do you agree with that? Because you see, most of us, all right, I would say maybe an 80 to 90% of us focus on what we can get at the month end. This month I work very hard for my business or for my job. How much am I going to get at month end? Am I able to sustain for the next month? That's what we always think about and focus about because we want to survive. But holding power is more important than that. Why? This is a very obvious reason. MCO, you see, the impact is very big. It's a huge impact in financial, and then a lot of companies drop because of that. So we need to know how much is our holding power. How do we measure our holding power? Is very simple. All right, take your savings, total savings, and the passive income you have. If you know about passive income, if not, later I'll share about what is passive income. But let's take everything that the assets that we have and ask ourselves if, for example, now there's an economic crisis. All right. And we have lost our job or business. How long can we sustain with it? A month? A year? 10 years? That is what we call as holding power. We need to understand how much holding power do we have in order to make sure that we have a better future and a comfortable future. So you see, in coronavirus will bankrupt more people than it kills, and it's true. All right. It's a real global emergency. So let's think about it. All right. What if we lost our job or business? First question, how long can we survive if we lose our job or businesses? All right, think about it. All right, I want you to think about it. This will be a very fun session. I hope to inspire more to actually think about your future and then plan ahead, right? So let's think, what if we lost our business? How long can we survive, right? The second thing, what other commitment? What other commitment do we have? Like for our family, our dependent, our loved ones, our parents? Do we need to continue to commit to that financial part? Our house and car loans or other loans? What if MCO doesn't delay the loans? Imagine how many people will continue to get impacted further, right? How about business operation costs? If you're in a business, you can be sure that with or without the recession, you will still have to pay for the business operation costs, right? All business person know it. So how much business operation costs do I need to commit every month? Am I able to sustain if something happened to my business, right? So that is the main reason why we need passive income, all right? What is passive income? Passive income is basically building a consistent income pipeline on top of our job and business. Imagine, like when I graduated, my income is somewhere around 2,000 plus. All right. If I lose the job, I get zero. Straight away, the next month I got zero. So I need what I need. How can I protect my income? It's through passive income. If I have a part-time, if I have time to build a part-time, or if I have time to do some investment, I need to build a portfolio of another 2K of passive income, 2,000 ringgit of passive income. So just in case anything happened to my job, there's a passive income that can back me up. I won't suffer. All right, that's the main point. I don't want to suffer. I want to live a good life. So I need the same amount or more passive income than what I'm working for. All right. So passive income is all about this because it's stable. So let's check this out. All right. Company A, if company A is giving us 20,000 per month, and company B is giving 30,000 per month. Okay, I need your response. All right. Which company are you going to go for? A or B? Company A promised you 20,000. Company B promised 30,000. So most of us will choose B. Hey, 10,000 extra. I can go Europe already, right? Okay, imagine this. Now the company states the requirement. Requirement A is 4 to 5 hours a week. All right, and then you get the 20,000 after the month. Requirement B is 40 to 50 hours, just like normal working hours, but they're going to pay you 30,000. Are you going to choose A or are you going to choose B? Oh, happy students say, well, choose Chong Hau. Chong Hau is not available. So most of us will choose A. All right. So what's the problem? Why don't you want the 30,000? Why do you want 20,000 instead of 30,000? Because method is more important than amount, right? Agree? If we are generating 20,000 ringgit with 4 to 5 hours, why do we want to spend 30 to 50 hours of working time? I can spend more time with my family. I can spend more time travel. I'd rather take the 20,000. So you need to know method is more important than amount, because this is very important in life. Most of life decision depends on how much people can financially pay us. When we look for job, when we look for business, we're always looking for margins and salaries, right? But we never look at the method. The method is very important. All right. So you see, passive income is like this tap where you just twist it, you release, and then the water will keep flowing. You never stop. Right. Job and business, on the other hand, or what we call as active income, is like the other tab on the right, where you have to press, and then once you release it, the water will start to reduce, and then you have to press again and again and again and again. Okay, this is what we call as active income. So we need to know our business method or our job method. What kind of salary or income is it giving us? And then only we know how to create more time for it, right? So let's go to this. Oh, I see some questions over in the chat. I'll answer it later if you don't mind. All right. Go through that, and then if I see any questions, I'll answer it back. Right. So this is what Warren Buffett say: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you work until you die. Sounds crazy, but it's true, right? Imagine if you are not making enough money for our retirement, how are you going to continue work? Look at some countries or some people around us that are at the age of 55, 60. Some of them are still not retired. Some of them are already forced to be retired by the company, but they're still seeking for alternative income because they haven't found a way to make money while they sleep. So they have to continue to work. So we need to start early as possible, plan ahead to make sure that we have some income that can generate while we are sleeping, right? And that is passive income. So here comes. Okay, what is your current status? All right, I'm going to show 4 level of status. Just see where you are and plug yourself in, and then ask yourself. It's okay to be in whichever chart. If you're in zero passive income, it's still okay. If you have maxed out your passive income, it's still okay. Just recognize where you are first, and then from there, only when we understand where we are right now, we can move ourselves into the future. How can we upgrade ourselves in the future? All right. So the first status is what we call as a zero passive income. That means all my income depends on a job or a business. This is what we call zero passive income. The cons, you gotta, if something happened to the job or business, you're gonna suffer a bad time. Okay. But is it very bad? It's not, because everyone starts from zero passive income unless you have a like super rich family. Else everyone starts from zero passive income. But the only difference is what we do after that. All right. So the second stage is what we call as a partial passive income. That means maybe I have some investment, maybe I have some passive income from systems, and then it generates maybe a 20% of my overall income. All right. And then it's able to sustain a little bit of my, at least like some MCO happen, at least that 20% can cover my car loans. This is what we call as a partial passive income. So if anyone is here, just know it. All right. The third level is what we call as passive income cover 50% and above of our expenses. That means if I have 10,000 ringgit every single month, 5,000 come from passive, the other 5,000 come from active income. This is one of the more stable state of financial state, where if anything impacts your active income, the red side, the blue side will still cover our our daily expenses. All right. And the best part is this: 100% passive income. That means the passive income that you have created is more than enough to sustain your daily expenses or monthly expenses or even yearly expenses. And with 100% passive income, you can really live life. Why? Because you have claimed back 24 hours of your time. You don't have to spend time in building other business or work anymore, because the passive income will continue to generate income for you. All right. So this is what we call as 100% passive income. So see where you are and ask yourself, within the next 3 to 5 years, where do you want to be? All right. If you had 100% passive income, good for you. I don't think you want to go back to zero passive income. So you're there, good for you. If you're not, it's okay. We all start from zero. Just figure a way out to move on. All right. So today we are going to share some of the ways that we use. All right. So the first thing, how do we generate passive income? Okay, now I know passive income is important. How do we generate passive income? This. All right. Prosumer concept. All right. Winning the financial game in real life. We always play a lot of financial game, right? Monopoly, cash flow games, and sometimes we do some fancy financial games. But then if we understand what does it mean by prosumer concept, we can win the financial game in real life. Okay. So what is prosumer concept? Prosumer concept is very straightforward. It's the ability to distribute what we use either by creating it or partnering with it. Okay. So the world 23rd richest man in the world, Lee Ka-seng, he mentioned that there's two ways to cross a river: to build a boat or to borrow one. What does it mean? Let's say, for example, today, maybe I always use my car. All right, car is a very important transport for me. All right. So if I am the person who distribute cars overall in Penang, I may be one of the rich guy in Penang, right? Because I'm using it. I need to figure out how to create a car or partner with Toyota, partner with BMW to sell their cars. This is how this is one of the way we can create passive income. But not every product can create passive income. There's only certain very high, I wouldn't say high, but very consistent products that can create passive income, right? So the second thing that I'm going to share with you is resource remanagement. All right, what does it mean by resource remanaging, and why is it so important? Because resource remanaging means the act to manage existing resource in your pocket to create a better financial gains. That means we already have all the resource we need to create passive income. A lot of people say, "Hey, I got no money lah. How to invest? I got no talents. How do I know the market? How can I buy houses? You need to get loans. You get rich. Only you can buy a house." No, passive income resources is always with us. It's a matter whether we know it or not. And by remanaging what we already have, we can actually create another passive income. And this is what we are going to share today. All right. And before that, let's talk about Monopoly. Just now we talk about games, now we talk about Monopoly. Monopoly, I believe most of us have played Monopoly, right? Even the Gen Ys, I believe you all have played Monopoly, right? Monopoly is a board game, all right? The board game has a very simple two rules. First rule, if people step on your asset, they have to pay you, all right? Rule number two, if you step on other people's asset, you have to pay them, all right? Simple as that. And it's a fun game, all right, when you have enough assets. If you don't have any assets, nothing belongs to you, and you're playing the game again and again, paying other people's. Do you think it's fun? But This is a problem. Okay, we are always playing a sure lose monopoly in our whole life, which we don't know. And what is it? This is it. It's the supermarket monopoly. All right, we are playing the supermarket monopoly for the whole life. First thing of the day, all right, when we wake up, what do? Brush your teeth. All right, that toothpaste and toothbrush, does it belong to you? Do you generate income from it? No, it's other people's asset. So Dali is generating their income. Listerine is generating income. Oral-B is generating income. Okay, all those brands are generating income through this monopoly board. We have to go through this 24-hour monopoly board every single day, paying every single brand some money. Not much, but a little bit by little bit, you see a huge amount of money flowing out without flowing in. And we are forced to play it unless we don't brush our teeth, of course, right? So we are always playing the supermarket monopoly and we are always losing the game. What if we can win? Right? I'll share with you later. All right. Let's check. Okay. The Malaysia average spending of FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, that means our toothbrush, our toothpaste, our skincare, all those things, is somewhere around 300 to 500 a month. I know it's too less for some, but I'm talking about average lah. All right. So if we calculate by every year, it takes an average of 3,000 to 6,000 ringgit, and all these are must expenses. You can't avoid spending the 3 to 6,000 ringgit. It will be spent, all right, and we are forced to spend it because we need all the fast-moving consumer goods. And where does it go to? This is where it goes to, all right, all the super brands, all the big brands out there. But through a prosumer concept, we can convert this 3,000 to 6,000 must expenses and can be remanaged into 3,000 to 6,000 ringgit of business model by changing a product, use it, know it, and share it, and open another financial source. This is what we call as resource remanaging. Especially a lot of youngsters like me, when I started the business, I'm 23 years old. I have no money, I have no experience, I have no network. Right? I got nothing. But I'm still using toothpaste. I'm still using toothbrush. So if I can remanage the thing that I spend to become a business model, that is a free money for me. That's what I thought. Hey, I'm doing IT. I'm still using toothpaste. If I'm a doctor, I'm still using toothpaste. So if I can help everyone around me, and including myself, to remanage our FMCG, we can all generate income. And that gets me very interested to join the business. All right. So this is the idea. All right. We're going to franchise every brand that we have. All right. Toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, our hair, our detergent, even our sanitizers, everything. We distribute everything. All right. But through who? Through Amway. All right. Because Amway has a lot of brands and a lot of good products there. So what we are going to do is we franchise their brand and we become part of the monopoly board owners. So this, all right, the ability to distribute what you use either by creating or partnering. So as what Lee Ka-ting said, there's two ways to cross a river, to build a boat or to borrow one. So I decided to borrow one, because if I want to go to Prai in Penang Island, might as well just ride the ferry rather than build my own ferry, right? So that's, for me, that's the smartest move, because I reduce a lot of costs and then I increase a lot of profit potential, right? So let's take, because before we start any business, we need to know how the product quality is. So I'm going to take the simplest product ever in the Amway business. Why? Because if we're talking about flagship product is always good, right? We all know, if you buy Huawei phone, you buy the Mate series, you buy the P Pro series, everything is good. But we want to know things like mouthwash, such a simple product. Are they going to build a quality on it? Is it going to be good? Because if the normal product will be good, the flagship product will definitely be good. All right. So let's look at the simplest product ever, mouthwash. Because as an engineer, we are always seeking for facts. So what I did is I bought 2 Listerine, buy one free one. I pour it in the cap, and then I start to calculate how many cap can I pour in, and then I divide by the cost. Each and every time we use brand L is 72 cents. All right, and if we use the Amway products, the Amway mouthwash glister, is 35 cents. Is 30 cents a big difference? Do you even care about 30 cents? We don't, right? But let's take a look. If I can save 37 cents per use, twice a day save me 74 cents. A family of 5, every single day I can save 3 ringgit and 70 cents. 1 month I can save 111. Annual saving is 1,332, and 30 years of using mouthwash itself can save me 40,000. Guys, isn't that a good deal? We get good products, we get a good profit margin. At the same time, the customer can save 40,000 out of just mouthwash for a family itself. I haven't talked about toothbrush, body shampoo, and all those things that we have. It's just mouthwash itself. We can save 40,000 in 30 years. So imagine if we can bring this news out to our friends and family, and then generate passive income through it. How good is that, right? So never assume. A lot of people say, every product is expensive. Never assume. Read the facts, calculate the cost. Then you know it's a hidden jewelry box. It's a hidden treasure box that we are always seeking for. It's always there, but we always miss it because every time it's here Amway, just Amway, but we never actually look through it. So never assume. Read the facts. Okay. So with great products, okay, the next thing we need is a great business support system. And that is very, very important, because having a great product doesn't mean that you're going to sell very good, but having a great business support system is definitely going to help us a lot, right? So let's talk about Noxa. All right. This is one of our flagship for our cookware, Noxa pressure cooker. It's been selling since the day I joined Amway. It's been so good. My mom has 2 because they say just in case one is broken, I need another one to stand by. Use it every day. So she's a super fan of pressure cooker. So am I. All right, because I cook a lot too. So what makes Noxa pressure cooker in Amway so different? There are tons of pressure cooker out there. Today I'm not going to talk about technical, because technically speaking, there's a lot of brand that are doing okay also. I wouldn't say that all products out there sucks. Only Amway brand works. No, there's a lot of pressure cooker brand that works the same, almost the same. All right. But what makes us so different? What makes our customer so eager to buy from us rather than others? This is the thing. Events. Okay, we have live events, we have live recipe, we have online and offline supported by ECVI and Amway, and that makes a big difference in my business life. Because along the way, every 2 years, I actually built a new business. When I was 23, I started my Amway business. At 25, I started my online business. We sell gadgets. At age of 27, I started a hostel. At the age of 29, I started a 3D printing business. So I'm always building businesses out of interest or out of hobby, or just passionate about generating income from that. But out of all this, one of the biggest problem is we don't have system to support. We are the system. Because we create the business, we are the system. We need to support the business. When we are not there, the business screw up. But in Amway, it's very different. What's different? Because they have a lot of life. Like recently in MCO, every single week we have Tabata, we have cooking class, we have product fair, we have leadership talk, we have all this supported by CVI and Amway. So our job become very easy. How easy is it? I just tell my friend, hey, I got if you want to buy a pressure cooker, why not I bring you into one of our events first? You have a look. If you like our events, if you like to have more recipe from the pressure cooker, you can join us, buy the pressure cooker, and you have plenty of this event upcoming in the future. So they're like, hey, not bad. I buy a pressure cooker, I go back, I only have a few recipes in my head. But if I join yours, if I buy your product, I got tons of event to join. So it's fun. So a lot of people join us, they buy from us, not because we are selling the product, it's because the event is very lively. ECVI is very lively, and we have tons of events to join, right? If we sell double X, we don't sell double X. Like let's talk about last week. Last week we have a nutrition talk, right? So what I did is I sent to all my friends and families, members, non-members, I don't care. I just send to them and say, hey, we have a nutritionist that is going to share about nutrition, and he's very good at it. There's a lot of information that you can learn, and then in case anything happen, we can utilize those knowledge. And then they're like, oh yeah, fine, why not? So they spend 1 hour to join the course, and then come back, they start to call me, hey, can I get double X? Can I get the BioC? How can I get the children supplements? You start to ask. Why? Because we have events to support, right? If we don't have imagine if we don't have ECVI to support us, or you don't have family to support us with such a good quality product, are we going to able to generate passive income? It's not so easy, right? But with Amway support and with CVI support, things are so much effective. All right. If you talk about this skincare product or makeup products, we always have Jingwen and some of the leaders, passionistas, that always share for us. All right. So in the business, we are not selling products. We are solution provider. And that's what I like about the business, because we always solve other people's problem. All right, like this. All right, this is the one on the left is my wife. The one on the left. This is 2008 before she joined Amway. She is also a business IT. She studied business IT. So as a technical IT person, this is how she looked. Very normal. All right. And after joining Amway, she became one of the beautician in Penang, and then this is what she looked like. All right, big difference. And then this is what we call as a solution provider. When we ask a person to get a product, when we ask a person to join our events, it's not about forcing them to buy products. No, it's always about helping them to solve their daily life problems. They want to be more beautiful. Like this is one of my downline, Jessie. All right, this is her before 2019. She is a PhD. All right, this is how a PhD is supposed to look like inside the lab. And this is her. All right, 2019. So beautiful, right? So this is a transformation. This is what I like, right? Through my life, IT helps a lot of people. The one of the reason I joined IT and I built IT, I study as a IT guy, is because technology enables human. All right, it gives us a better opportunity to be better. It helps us to improve. And what I like about Amway and CVI is the events, the products. It really helps us, okay, to create a better lifestyle. Right. This is one of our workout sessions, and this is the one on the left is one of my partner, Brandon. So he from a very skinny guy, we are very muscular. All right. So a lot of people say, hey, I'm a skinny guy. Is it possible to use Nutrilite to stay fit? It's possible to use Nutrilite and Fit Freak to become fit. All right. And this is a lot of we have a lot of testimonials, right? So I'm not sure, not going to share a lot, but just to show you that it's fun, okay, to be able to be a person solution provider, all right? And we throughout the years we have actually trained a lot of fitness trainer, and throughout the years we have traveled a lot with a lot of people, and then we have actually uplift a lot of life. I'm one of them that have been uplifted by Amway and CVI itself, right? So it's a fun thing to do. At the same time, it generate a good amount of passive income, right? And this is two of my platinums. One, Aris is in KL, and this is Kelvin and Suing. They are in Johor, right? So imagine, just now I was talking about passive income, how the system help us. This is the real testimonial, all right? I hardly go to KL. Last year, I think I went to KL less than 5 times. I never even stepped into Johor for once. But through the support of CVI system, I have a platinum in KL, I have a platinum in Johor. This is what we call a system and partnership. And now in KL, Aris is helping me on my business partner, and in Johor, Kelvin is helping me on my business partners. All right, imagine that. It's only possible if system is in play. All right, and I'm supporting the Penang side. So if there's one thing that if you ask me throughout all my business investment, which is the most effective way, or which is the one that I'm the most proud of, is Amway. All right, and everything started from here. All right, inside a McDonald. I remember when I first joined Amway, Kuiping, one of our panelists, our organizer. Oh yeah, thanks Kuiping for bringing into the business also, because without him, I'll be nothing, right? So after he sponsored me, the first thing is he introduced me to one of our upline, James. All right, and we met at Tesco McDonald in Penang. Okay, so we met there, and then when James sit down, James asked me a question. He asked me, Chong Hau, do you have a dream? And I said, yes. He asked me, what's your dream? Then I'll tell him, one day I want to fly an aeroplane. I was nervous because this is the first time that I shared my dream to someone. and I'm not really sure if I can make it or not. But James gave me a very confident look, and he told me that, Chong Hau, if that is your dream can come true through Amway. I believe in that. I'm not talented. I'm an IT guy. I don't talk to people. I'm an introvert. But that moment when he speaks to me, I feel like he gives me the confidence that I can achieve it. All right. And then that's where I started my Amway business, and that's why I started to grow my passive income through FMCG. All right. So 5 years after that meetup, I've been living on 100% passive income thanks to ECVR and Amway. So here, I really wanted to give Amway and ECVR a round of applause, because as an introvert person, as a technical person in IT, we don't like to speak to human. Human is weird, right? They have all sorts of attitudes, but computer doesn't. Computer only speaks 0 or 1. So, but through CVI, they have trained us a lot, give us an opportunity to do public speaking, give us a lot of opportunity to do sharings, and from there, I improved myself. And then that's the reason we are able to share with you all today. All right. And 5 years after the meetup, we have been generating 100% passive income, and we have been living a life of 100% passive income through Amway itself. All right. So this is what I love to do. All right. Experience life with friends and traveling together. And then this is my mom. All right. So I believe in giving back people that we care, right? Because when we are fighting our business, when I started to join Amway, I was 20 years old, 20 plus years old, 23. All right. But we need to understand that although we are young, but our parents may be at their 50s already, right? So for the next 20 years that we are fighting, from 33 to 43 maybe, is maybe their last 20, it may be their last 20 years, right? So I believe that giving back to people that we care is very important. So when I first reached my platinum ship, the first thing that I do, I bring my mom to travel. All right. The first place that we went to is Taiwan, and then they went to Japan, and then Korea. So every single year, I'll pay some amount of money for my mom to travel, and I feel good because I'm able to contribute back for people that take care of me for like what 20 years or more. All right. And then talking about honeymoon. Remember when we are building the business, all right, a lot of people ask us, hey, because that time is my marriage. I married at 20, I think somewhere around 26 or 27, all right. Our business is not as stable yet. We're still building it up. And then my friend asked me, hey, you just got married, right? Why I didn't see you go anywhere for honeymoon? So I was telling my friend, because we wanted to focus more on our business rather than our relation for right now at this period. And then my friend asked me, oh, if you don't focus on your relation, then your relation will fall apart. Then I think it's better to focus on relation rather than just always focusing on business. But we know why we do what we do. So I didn't take the advice. And what happened? This happened. 3 years after we completed our Founders Platinum, that year, we officially went to honeymoon. That's like 3 years after my marriage. We officially went to honeymoon. Our first year honeymoon, we have went to 9 countries, just because we didn't go for the honeymoon when we get married. We focus on our business. We focus our business as our priority. So after we complete our business, the first honeymoon is 9 countries. And then my friends say, "Wow, you're so lucky you can travel so many countries." But hey, when we are focusing, that's the most important part, right? So don't worry about entertainment right now. Focus on building our passive income in Amway. Focus on passive income in FMCG first. Once you grow until a certain level, you have plenty of time to enjoy your life, right? And then we go, we always, this is what we love to do, international food trip for life. Every single place we go, there's 2 things that we do. First thing is at this picture, because Sylvan love animals. So every single place we go, we will seek for animals, and then we will go take photos with them. We'll go spend our time with cute animals, right? And then the second thing that we love the most is international food trips. So everywhere we go, like when we go to France, we go for the foie gras, the goose liver. I know it's not good, but I only try once, okay? So when we went to Kobe, we had the original Kobe beef in Kobe itself, all right? Then we have a lot of different food trip every year. And then the most important thing of able to generate passive income is to buy back time. There's a lot of business out there that can generate income, no doubt, but there's only a few that can generate time. And time is only able to be generated when we have passive income, especially when we are running the MA business. Why? Because once we have a system, we generate a good amount of customers, and the customers they are plugged into the system. The system will take care of the business, so it reduces the time for us to needed to take care of the business itself. So every time when we travel, we really travel with full enjoyment. We don't pick up calls, we don't follow up. If I'm traveling for 2 weeks, that 2 weeks will not be any business week. I'll not do any talk. We will not do any calls to follow up. We'll just spend our time really indulging in the travel itself. And then because I have a lot of interest, I don't know how many of you, can I have a check? How many of you have a lot of interest, a lot of hobbies? I'm a guy that have multiple hobbies, right? So having multiple hobbies, the advantage is we get to explore a lot in life. The side effect is you need a lot of time and money, right? But through Amway, it is possible. It is, right? So I just got certified advanced diver since last year, and then we went to skydiving a few years back, and went to surfing in Bali and Hawaii. I love cooking, so I spend a lot of time cooking and researching on my recipes. I do skydiving in Bali, and I just recently bought a bike. I think last year. For touring purposes. So the first tour I went is to Alasta. The next tour I hope we can go to Phuket or somewhere else. All right. So I have a lot of hobbies, so I need to buy a lot of time. If you are a person like me, if you have a lot of hobby, don't just stop there. Don't just give up. Continue to pursue them and believe one day you achieve what you wanted in life, regardless how many hobby you have. So there goes my hobby list continues. I love rock climbing. I can still do rock climbing. I can do it in Penang. I can do it in elsewhere. I'm planning a trip with my friend to Phuket. He's always talking about going for rock climbing, so I'm always ready, waiting for him. Okay, because when we have passive income, we can spend more time in our hobby, right? So I do physical training. This is the horse riding is where we go Barcelona. We actually do horse riding into medieval cities with Mr. Lee. And I like to share my ideas. I have a lot of financial ideas and business ideas. I always like to share with others. All right, and photo shootings. All right. So whatever I like with passive income, I can achieve them all. And do you still remember that I told you the first dream that I told James is I want to fly a plane, and that has come true. All right. When we went to Vegas, the first thing that I seek for is, can I fly a plane in Vegas? Because they say everything can happen in Vegas, and it's possible. Right? They actually allow us to fly, but we need briefing. There's a 1 hour briefing. We need to know how the technical, how the plane operates, how do we fly, what's the indicator, what do we need to be aware of. After that hour of training and safety trainings, then we get to fly a plane. I finally get to fly a plane, right? So, and we're not flying ordinary plane like those Cessna that goes like for sight visiting. We are flying acrobatic stunt plane. We do a lot of stunts. If you want to know it, check out my YouTube. I have a video for it, right? We do a lot of stunts with this plane, and my dream come true. That's the moment I know James is not lying. James is telling me the truth. I can achieve whatever I want through Amway. And this is one of the reasons why I continue to share with more people around. Hope that more people can see the business, see the potential of FMCG, and see the potential of system in play generating passive income. Because I want everyone to be able to achieve their dream, just like how James helped me back then. All right. So if we as an introvert, as an IT guy, can improve ourselves and do it, so can you, right? And here I wanted to share this. Seligman's learn helplessness. Okay, learn helplessness is a psychological condition. All right. I believe by sharing this, I wanted to share this. I wanted to spread some positive energy to you all by sharing this Seligman's learn helplessness, because this psychological this is the research. All right. They created a box with a hole in between in the middle, just like this, and then they put electricity board at the bottom, and then they put a mouse in. What happens is they're going to shock the mouse, and the mouse will be scared, and then it will jump to the other side. All right, and then the other side has no shock, to train the mouse that, hey, if you got shocked, jump to the other side. If you got shocked, jump to the other side. The other side is safe. All right. So after a while, once the mouse gets shocked, the first thing they do, they jump over. They know it. So the second experiment is, both of the platform have electricity. So when the mouse got shocked, they jump to the other side. The other side also have electricity, so it's going to get shocked again. And if you jump back, that side is also going to get shocked again. And the mouse has nowhere to escape. So what happened is, the mouse learned that regardless whatever I do, there's no way I can escape the shocks. So the mouse gave up. After the mouse gave up, what the researchers do is bring him to the first box where there's one place with shock, the other place has no shock. All right, and then try to shock him. Guess what? The mouse didn't move. The mouse have give up fighting for his freedom and for preventing the shock. But why? Because the mouse thought, this is it. There's no way for me to improve. No matter what I do, I'll get shocked anyway. So I'll just give up. But the truth is, if the mouse is willing to jump over, he will realize that this box is different than the previous box. He's able to escape the shock. So this is what we call as Seligman's learned helplessness. A lot of us, including me previously, I was not born in a very rich family. I saw a lot of movies that show people that are very rich, living good lives, surfing in Hawaii, doing nothing but just enjoying themselves. I thought those are for rich people. I thought those are for those that are born rich. For me, I live in a moderate family. We are not poor, but we are a moderate family. And I'm not like a super talented genius. I thought that this is it. This is life. But that is Seligman's learned helplessness. It's not that we don't have potential or we do not have the opportunity. It's just that we give up on our life. So when James tell me that I can achieve anything through Amway, I believe in it. We fight for it. And then now I've achieved things that I'll never be able to achieve through my working life. Thanks to him. And all my investment right now is all paid by the Amway passive income. So I'm passive and passive. I invest my passive income onto another passive income. Right? So it all starts from the Amway business. If without this platform, I wouldn't be able to do so. But because I escaped the learned helplessness, I believe in what James said. I believe in what my upline say. So when your upline tell you that, hey, it's possible, you can do it, believe it. It is really possible, as long as you work hard for it. All right. So don't stuck in learned helplessness. Avoid it. Break through the box. All right. And believe yourself again through Amway. And I believe every one of us can do it. This is us. Okay. If you don't believe we are IT guys, that we don't we don't actually tidy up ourselves. This is us. Okay, we wear jeans, we wear like shit. Because the only thing we need to face is computer. We don't face humans. All right. And this is us today. All right. Able to stand on a stage more than few thousand people to share our ideas, our belief, and our purpose of life. And that is only possible through Amway. All right. So if you guys are still worried, it's okay. Break through your learned helplessness and remember this. All right. Amway business, ECVI, is a business that we work together. We grow together, we work together, and we success together. I know some of you are very new. When you see people that are sharing, some they are earning like 100 over thousand a year. Some are earning 100 over thousand a month in Amway business. Then you say, wow, that is so far. I couldn't imagine myself being there. It's okay. We all started at zero. We all started at that level, 3% level, where we only earn 20 ringgit a month in Amway business. But we believe. And then there are people who are willing to work with us together, grow together, and success together. And that is the only reason why we are still we are improving until where we are right now. So if you're just starting the business or you're not even joining the business, first thing, break the self-helplessness mindset. Tell yourself it's possible for you to achieve anything you want in this life. And second thing, if you do not know anything about the business, it's okay. Remember this, we will always be here. We will always be here for you. We will always be your partner and grow with you together regardless what happened. All right? So my sharing will end here. I hope today I shed some light for you in the FMCG segment and how do we generate income from ECUS system and Amway. And then I'll see you at the top. All right, thank you.